What's up, everyone? Dark Ramos here with the Volume Profile Nerd, here to do the morning prep slash rundown for May 23rd, 2023. The first thing on the docket is we have data at 9:45 a.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern, or for me, I'm in Central, so it's 8:45 and 9 a.m. So just something to be aware of this morning. The first things I'm observing with both ES and NQ is that the overnight session is currently at the regular trading hours low from yesterday, showing that buyers are playing a bit of defense here. The other thing I'm noticing, and this is for both ES and NQ, currently ES is below its regular trading hours low, so could be a small gap down open. If we gap lower, it's all about the gap fill. Otherwise, we could have a gap and go situation where buyers can't get acceptance back into yesterday's range, and we head lower. So sellers are definitely positioned better to press the issue, but buyers are playing defense here in the overnight session or in pre-market. So because we're still in yesterday's range on ES, but we're below yesterday's value, the value area low here will be key for sellers to defend at 4204 if buyers defend the overnight low and the regular trading hours low. Sellers don't want buyers back into yesterday's value, so seller to try and build value lower. So that's the first thing I'm noticing on both ES and NQ. We're below the value area low, so ES, this 4204 level will be key. And for NQ, this 13888.75 level will be key, which is the value area low, if we manage to get back into yesterday's range more convincingly. I'll quickly go over what buyers are looking for and what sellers are looking for. So buyers are looking to stay above the open and find acceptance above yesterday's low, the RTH low, and the overnight low, to then try and head back to the value area low of yesterday. And then buyers want acceptance above the value area low and the PDC to get more convincingly back into yesterday's value. If above the PDC and value area low, buyers will then look for the POC here on ES, and if above the POC, the value area high, and if above yesterday's value, then buyers should be looking for the regular trading hours high, which is close to the overnight high. So no change for day plus buyers without getting over the overnight high, since we made a new high in the overnight session, and cash market buyers want to affirm the overnight buyers. Okay, and if any failure at these points, failure here, looking back to the overnight low, failure maybe at this POC, back to the value area low, failure at this value area high, back to the POC, failure at the regular trading hours high, back to the value area high here, and so on. The overnight high and RTH high are relatively close, so I'm just kind of grouping those together a bit. And goal for sellers is to stay below the open, not find acceptance back into yesterday's value, and then find acceptance below the overnight low and regular trading hours low to try to build value lower and to continue. It would be a quick daily lower high actually, and we'd start more convincing daily consolidation. So we had a quick daily lower high in the overnight session, so we shall see. And let's see, this high here was made, I think it was made in the overnight session. So usually the highs aren't made in the overnight session. I'm not going to go too much into that, but we'll see if sellers get more consolidation today by breaking the low of yesterday more convincingly. So on the daily, let's go, so this is ES and NQ is fairly similar. Actually, let me go onto the daily time frame for ES. So ES, we couldn't find acceptance above this POC from 7:29.22 to 8:10.22. So it's a range from back here. Couldn't find acceptance above that POC, but buyers are holding the value area low of the range. So if buyers hold it, eyes back on the POC at 4205.50. If below this value area low, eyes on the POC of 2123 to 1723, which is this range right here. Okay, Then on the hourlies, we have a couple of ranges. So let me mark this up here. I'll grab these day time frame references. And yeah, so we have this range. This is a more recent range right here from May 19th to May 22nd. And currently we're below it. We're trying to get back into this 428, 52, 23 range, which is right here. And if acceptance below it, eyes on the POC here. If no acceptance below it, eyes back on the value area low here. And buyers will want to get through this range to head back to this upper range here and try to head back to the POC. The POC aligns roughly with the regular trading hours high and overnight high. So buyers do want acceptance above this POC for any meaningful change on the daily. And we're currently, this is the regular trading hours low, overnight low. If acceptance below this, eyes on the POC here at 4185. All right, and anything less than that, and we could just maybe bounce around here. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. All right, so on to NQ. So that was ES. NQ showing a little bit of relative weakness, already kind of below its regular trading hours low, while ES is still holding its regular trading hours low. So goal for buyers on NQ is to find acceptance above the regular trading hours low and overnight low, which is now a little bit lower. So I'll just change it right here. Goal for sellers is to get below the overnight low, find acceptance under the regular trading hours low to continue to press the issue and build value lower. But sellers are still okay as long as they're holding the value area low from yesterday at 13,888.75. So goal for sellers is to stay below the open, but ideally defend the value area low to then try and gain acceptance under the overnight low. If we open here under the regular trading hours low, it could be a small gap down open, and it would be all about the gap fill for the buyers. Otherwise, sellers would look to continue to press the issue. Goal for buyers is to stay above the open, get to the value area low, find acceptance back into yesterday's value, get above the PDC. Next would be the POC. And then buyers want to tag the value area high at 13,921.75 and find acceptance above the value area high to then head to the regular trading hours high. And then next is the overnight high. No change for day plus buyers without getting over the overnight high, as we made a new high in the overnight session. And cash market buyers want to affirm the overnight buyers. And no change for day plus sellers if not getting under the overnight low, as we made a new low in the overnight session. Okay, any failures for buyers at these points could be looking at the reference to the before then to the downside. So failure at value area high, RTHL, failure at PDC, value area high, failure at POC, maybe back to the value area low. I meant value area low here. Failure at the value area high, looking to get back to the POC. Failure at the RTH high, looking to get back to the value area high. Failure at the overnight high, and we could be looking back at the RTH high. That's what I'm looking at for the day. Sellers are positioned well to press the issue. So NQ on the daily, we couldn't find acceptance above this 3.722, 3.1622 POC. Sellers should be looking to tag the value area high of this this range here. This 8.322, 8.1122 range. So value area high, and that's roughly at 13,753. If sellers don't get there, eyes back on the POC at 13,940.50. And then buyers, if acceptance above the POC, we're looking at the value area high here at 14,098. So that's on the daily. And then we do have some hourlies. So let me bring out the day time frame references here. We do have some hourlies. So if acceptance under the overnight low and regular trading hours low, eyes on this POC here at 13,816, this POC from 817, 818. If below the regular trading hours low, and no change. Buyers won't get back into yesterday's value without acceptance above the value area high of this range. So that should be a goal for buyers is to get above this value area high. And yeah, no change for day plus buyers without getting above this POC, which coincides with the overnight high of yesterday. So day plus buyers want above this POC to head to this value area high for change on the daily. So the value area high is 1415, which is a few points above that daily value area high. So a little bit of confluence there, just a few points difference, 15 about, which is a little bit significant, but yeah. Goal for buyers is to get above this POC. Anything less than that, and we could just be within this range. So we'll be keeping an eye out for that. But goal for buyers should be, first thing is to get above this hourly range. If buyers can't do that, then eyes back on this POC. And if sellers get below this range, then we have a few ranges below this 819 range that I'll be keeping an eye on if we get below this value area low. All right, so yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, buyers would also need to get back into this range to get above yesterday's value, because the value area high is roughly around this value area low of this range here. Cool, so that's what I'll be keeping an eye on, these two ranges here for NQ. And yeah, so we'll see what the day brings. Data at 8:45 and 9 p.m. Eastern. So I think I might wait out the first half hour of the day and then look for potential plays after that. Let's go over a quick sector rundown. So SPY, small gap down open, QQQ, small gap down open, XLF, kind of in the middle of the road, IWM, kind of in the middle of the road, XLE, relatively strong near its high of yesterday, XBI, fairly in the middle of the road, closer to its high of yesterday and holding these hourly pivots. So XBI is relatively stronger, I would say. XLV, closer to the low of yesterday. XLU, closer to the low of yesterday. And SMH, closer to the low of yesterday, but relatively stronger. Kind of, we're not testing the low of yesterday, so it's a little bit stronger, and we're holding this daily POC here, so that should be key for buyers. All right, so SMH showing a little bit of strength, not too much, but yeah, relatively stronger than some of the other sectors, I would say. Stronger than QQQ, with QQQ with a small gap down open. So tech, Apple, small gap down open. Amazon testing the low of yesterday. Netflix testing the low of yesterday. Google, kind of in the middle of the road, a little bit below its hourly pivot from yesterday. Microsoft, a little bit stronger, a little bit more than halfway, above halfway point. So a little bit closer to the high of yesterday. Not too much though, not too much stronger. Meta, closer to the low of yesterday. Tesla, relatively stronger, closer to the high of yesterday and above this daily POC. That could be a good reference for buyers to try to hold this POC. NVDA, because Tesla has space for an hourly higher low, so if we hold that, that could be a good play for buyers. NVDA, kind of in the middle of the road, and kind of in between these two daily ranges on NVDA, so we shall see. I have two daily ranges marked up for NVDA. NVDA could do something like this for a bit, because we know NVDA has been very strong. But not too many, Tesla relatively stronger. A lot of tech kind of in the middle of the road. Netflix is weaker. Amazon and Apple are a bit weaker. So we could see why QQQ is a bit weaker, or small gap down open, is because Apple and Amazon, Apple with a gap down open and Amazon closer to its low of yesterday. That's what I got for today. So we know we could have some more daily consolidation today, but if buyers do get back into yesterday's range, then there's potential for balance, and buyers would have to buyers would have to kind of step in here to try and defend the low of of yesterday. Currently a small gap down open on both ES and NQ. So it'll be all about the gap fill. If it's a gap and go, then we might have some aggressive sellers looking for more daily consolidation. And if daily consolidation starts, let's see, weekly. No, we're still good on the weekly. So yeah, we'll see if we find acceptance below yesterday's low, we could have some daily consolidation, and we'll see what that looks like, how that'll shape up in the next coming days. All right, so yeah, that's all I got for today for the morning prep. We shall see. Hope you have a great trading day, full of patience and good execution. Definitely talking to myself there, but wish the same for you as well. All right, so yeah, have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you in the trade review later today. Thank you. Oh yeah, I did try to set up my live stream today, but I got to spend a bit more time with that, so I'll do that a bit later today, and I should be live streaming tomorrow. Thank you, and have a great day.